Tried it your way, but you're still in debt? Or maybe you're doing okay, but want to invest smarter, grow faster. MillionaireX.ai gives you real step-by-step strategies to ditch debt or stack wealth. Stop dreaming and start planning. Visit MillionaireX.ai today. I want you to be the next millionaire next door.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
Make sure you pick up my 2 books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive-Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.
I used to work almost 14 hours a day. Every day he was sending me money for lunch.
Every day is like when you go to work?
Exactly. Every day when I go to work.
But did you not feel creepy? Wait, of course he was giving you money all the time. But did you knew that he could actually afford you to such extent?
I never really let my mom see that I was dating someone who was giving me money, whatever. Fortunately, I was like, okay, fine. I don't feel like it's gonna work for me in the office because I see there's money, like a lot of money, and it's not mine.
Did you feel like you were gonna end up stealing it?
I did a little bit.
Watch Slay Queen only on the African Diaspora News Channel app.
From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. A key location in the history of the transatlantic slave trade and the story of our foundational Black American ancestors. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. We'll visit historic sites like Elmina Castle and Cape Coast, where you'll see with your own eyes what our ancestors endured. You'll also experience modern Ghana, the culture, the people, the food, and the history they carry, giving you a broader understanding of how our story intersects with theirs. If you've ever wanted to deepen your understanding of our history, this is your opportunity. There are 25 spots available, and once those spots are gone, that's it. So don't wait. Secure your spot today by paying a deposit and be part of this unforgettable journey. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
What if I told you there's a news platform made just for us? Unfiltered, unapologetic, telling our stories from Africa and the diaspora. the African Diaspora News Channel app keeps you informed and empowered from wherever you are at any time. Don't just watch, join the movement. Download the app now and stay connected to the news that matters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us on the stream this evening. It is my pleasure to welcome you here. It is June 20, definitely 2025 for sure, but it's the 24th, and I hope everybody is doing well this evening. So let me get to my screen. Hold on. Let me get to my screen. All right, make sure I can see everybody there. We're going to talk about your boy Trump. He crashed out today. Oh, boy, that really made my day. And I don't know if some of you have seen it, but Trump was crashing out today. And also, you know, this issue a lot of people are having with gatekeeping and boundaries that FBAs are really have drawn a line in the sand. We're going to get into that, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I didn't put on my watch. I didn't do that. All right. You say yes. You say you say okay. You just finished watching. Okay. Cool. A few things. Ghana trip. Make sure you sign up to come with us to Ghana in November. And it'll be great to meet with everybody. Remember, this is not only just a vacation, but it's a history trip, just to kind of get a view, you know, of some things. Because whether some people agree with it or not, that's where a lot of, at least our lineage, our particular lineage, that's where it kind of got, you know, the start of being shipped out and brought over here, and then fighting all the fight that we fought here all the way up until today. So it's always good to trace history back for what it is. If you don't know history, definitely you don't want to be repeating any kind of history, right? This is why the folks try to take the history, you know, from us in the public schools. That's why we have to make sure we know our history. And what better way than that is having an experience of seeing it for yourself instead of waiting for somebody to tell you out of a book. You know, experience is the best teacher, I always say. Sometime I always say that. But come with us. Come break bread. You know, get out of America for a couple of days. You know, I'm talking about those of you who do travel, those who have a desire to. Whether you're here in America, you may be in the UK, you may be in Canada, you know, you may be wherever you at. Come with us and have a good time. You know, don't be listening to everybody talking around you, because they always going to talk you out of it. They always going to say, you going to go over there? But, you know, but nobody tell you that if you go to Italy. Nobody would tell you that. Or if you was trying to go to Japan or something, nobody would tell you, oh, my God, be safe over there. You know what I mean? Like, so they don't have people that do bad stuff in other countries. I mean, come on. I mean, that's just really what that is. And we have not had no incidents on any of our trips with nobody. Thank God. We haven't had no incidents, no issues. So come on with us. It'd be great to have you. Also, while we're wrapping things up, the emancipation sale that we still have for the app, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to take advantage of that. This is Emancipation Month, not just Emancipation Day, June 19th, but Emancipation Month. If you get an annual subscription, you get 19% off of the annual. Take advantage. It will be closing June the 30th, ladies and gentlemen. Jump on it. It's the last sale of the year. All right. Let me get to. I hadn't had a full day, y'all. So the thing is about doing these live streams, I'm gonna tell you the difference. When you pre-record, you can get yourself set up, do different things. But when you have a live stream, sometimes you can get an email that throws you off, a phone call, maybe some story, you know, it's popping in your head. So it's totally different doing these live streams versus pre-records. I'm letting y'all know just in case you want to decide to do that one day. And you will see in real time, especially when you have a committed time like I have. I have so much sometime in my head. I'm like, man, I have to literally set all that to the side so I can focus on y'all, right? And thank God I can do that, because some people can't. So let's go ahead on and get this started here. All right. Let's get with your boy Trump. Now, for the sake of journalism and information, I want to say this up front so the words can be read by the algorithm. we're gonna report this as is and show it as is, YouTube. Okay. I promise you 99% of our content today will be profanity free, minus the president of the United States. Censoring what he's going to say here just don't do it justice. It really don't. So for the sake of integrity and in factual reporting, all right, YouTube, letting you know. All right, so that's why your boy Trump today. Trump was mad. Let me set the scene up. Okay, so Trump had, after Iran bombed the United States back, on their base, Trump said, all right, they got their lick back, whatever. They got it out their system. I already knew they was going to do it. That's cool, whatever. So he come out saying, hey, I got Israel and Iran to agree to a ceasefire. So he said, hey, look, in about 12 hours or so, everybody going to be cool. We're going to stop all this. This war stuff needs to stop, whatever the case may be. I want to thank Israel. I want to thank Iran, all giving all this stuff. Okay. Well, Israel did not follow what Trump was saying about the ceasefire. Are we surprised? So Trump was pissed. Trump was very pissed today about with Israel. Very, very upset with them. And let me play your president here. He crashed out today. If you didn't see this, maybe a lot of you did, but if you didn't see this, listen to your president.
I'm not happy with Israel. When I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what.
Oh, man. Listen, when I first heard it, no, he didn't. I said, did I hear what I say, hold on, no, I know he didn't say what I thought. I know he didn't say what I thought he said now. I rewinded it back, and I'm like, he said that. And I was just crying, laughing. I really needed that laugh this morning. Trump, thank you for making me laugh this morning. I really needed that laugh. They say laughter does the heart good like medicine. That's what the Bible says. And I really needed that medicine this morning, President Trump. So thank you. Even though you crashed out on TV and you went in on Israel and all that because you were pissed off at them because they didn't do what you asked them to do, right? Hey, I get it. But here's the thing, President Trump. If you go do some research with President Reagan, he's a Republican, right? He's a Republican. And at one point in time, Israel didn't want to do what he wanted them to do either, right? And so what President Reagan said, okay, if you go and attack somebody else, do what you do. I'm just not going to send you no more money, no more weapons. Do whatever you're going to do after that. And the moment President Reagan said, I'm not going to send you no more money, no more weapons, that quit. They shut that down quick. So really, that's all President Trump got to say is say, hey, well, do what you want to do, but I'm not sending you no more money or weapons. And that just be the end of it. And y'all have at it. And we not gonna protect y'all. When Trump went in, he crashed out. He said they didn't know what the F they was doing, and he walked off to go to the NATO summit. Boy, that Trump, yeah. They say Trump is cold. Yeah, he is. Listen, it's never a dull moment with Trump. Every day is some headline with him. Like trust me, Trump is great for news organizations and commentary and media. He's great. Because he will do something every day I don't know how this guy does this. You know what I'm saying? Now this is what happens with that. Now let's go to Jasmine Crockett. So now Jasmine Crockett really got the green light. Now Jasmine Crockett gonna be Samuel L. Jackson's daughter. You hear me? That's what she about to do. And if you tell her something at this point, she will say, why you saying something to me? The whole president of the United States was cussing. So don't say, why you, if he can cuss, I can cuss. So everybody going to be having a cuss out now. Everybody going to be crashing out. So all our leaders now just cussing everybody out. Now, some people say, oh, that was embarrassing. No, that's about right on point for America. America itself is embarrassing, not because of FBAs, because of them folks and how they run this country. They literally run this country to the ground. I said this before. If you say you have a high IQ, why are we trillions of dollars in debt? People that has a high IQ don't get trillions of dollars in debt. Sorry, they don't. So Trump doesn't represent my community, so I don't feel nothing about if he want to cuss, fuss, act a fool. I think it's funny for a change. Don't bother me. I do not take responsibility for nothing Donald Trump do. That's his community's issue, not mine. Yeah, Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, she gonna be cussing for real now. Y'all can't tell Jasmine nothing now. Oh, Jasmine like, oh, say less. Now I'm cussing everybody out. And they better not tell me nothing. And I would agree with Jasmine. Y'all better not say nothing to her because Trump did it. You can't fuss at Jasmine now, and he's doing it. I mean, he didn't say nothing light either. He dropped an F-bomb on national TV. The whole world watches what this man says. I can imagine some people like, oh my God, what kind of man is this? Like a wild man. He's wild and too unpredictable. But unpredictability is actually a strength. Actually, it is a strength, whether people realize that or not. When somebody don't know what you're going to do from one day to the next, it keep people on their toes about you, right? Like, ooh, I can't case this person. Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? Are they going to say this? Are they going to say that? Can I tell them this? Should I not say that? Are they going to crash out on me? Are they going to be cool with me? How are they going to react? So working for him, you probably got to be on eggshells a little bit with him, but you don't know where he coming from that day. Straight up. But shout out to Trump. You say Trump's presidency has exposed everything that is corrupt with the government. Yeah. You say 2025 is the year to crash out. Yeah, everybody crashing out. And if they're not getting crashed out, they're getting exposed. That's the two things we've seen, crashing out and exposed. And it's not just regular people. We talking about people, presidents crashing out. You got so-called celebrities, and I say so-called, crashing out. So-called celebrities getting exposed. They alleged deeds. The next one in line is Tyler Perry, right? All this stuff is coming out about him allegedly. So, you go back to Cat Williams when he said that all things will come out and everybody gonna be exposed. And boy, when he said that, it's like one by one in that industry, right? They popping up. And you ain't heard nothing about Cat because you say you ain't got nothing about me. You ain't got nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cat Williams. Now, you say you like what Trump is showing? Oh, yeah. Let Trump do his thing. I'm not tripping on Trump. Trump getting the migrants on out of here. But Biden imported a lot of anti-black racists from these different countries. They don't like black folk. Trump getting them out. Hey, man, I ain't got no problem with that because we talked about this last night on the podcast. Immigration. Now that if you go watch a podcast we made last night, okay, on the Phillip Scott podcast, go listen what that Asian lady said about what happens when they immigrate to America and they know exactly what they're here to do. And it's about undermining FBAs. Immigration is totally about undermining FBAs. But go watch that podcast. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. It is nothing positive with the folks here and their immigration and what they're trying to do. Because you see exactly who they're importing in here. Even in the diaspora, you're seeing who they're bringing in here, right? So what Trump is doing, he's just really cleaning up a lot of this racism. Believe it or not, he is. Because now you're starting to see, and even they're starting to admit about their proximity to whiteness, or they're admitting about their anti-black racism. So do I really feel bad now? No, because I don't want no racists in this country. None. You want to be racist, stay in your country. Now, if you cool, hey, I'm welcome. But I don't need no anti-black racists here. No. We got enough problems going on. You hearing the immigrants admit this now. They're admitting it. I don't know why the truth serum is coming out on them. I don't know because they think that maybe we can get good in graces with black people if we tell the truth. But the truth serum is out there. They all in cahoots with it. They all have been in cahoots with this, game they've been playing. All of them have. They all been in cahoots with this buffer class system. They all been in cahoots with working with the folks against us. They all been in cahoots with undermining us. But go check out that podcast. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now. Let's get to something else outside of Trump. You had this one sister point out something, and I said, ooh, this is something that we really need to dive in on, because people are shocked. People are really shocked at FBAs, what happened clearly after that election. FBAs had a spiritual awakening. I would say spiritual. It wasn't nothing physical. And even down to the Democrat shills participating in the awakening. Even it was so blatant what these other groups have done. They even woke up a lot of the Democrat shills. They can't even deny a lot of the things that's been done to black folks at this point. And maybe some of them even feel bad that they was believing in this POC, BIPOC, and all this minority coalition, black and brown, because they seen that their hand was involved with elevating these people even over themselves. How do you feel elevating other groups of people over you and you can't even get what they get? But one thing about anything that's worth anything or anything that's considered exclusive, you gatekeep it. Anything of value, right? Just like you can't get into, any kind of military installation. Why? Because that's something of value. So what do? They fortify it. They protect it. Nobody can just walk into a military installation. Nobody can just walk into the vault of a bank. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can't just waltz into the White House. It is fortified. It is protected because that's something that have value. And for a long time with all this, well, we can just share our culture with everybody. That showed that we had no value. See, we regulated our culture to basically Dollar General. And what we have done is say, okay, we're no longer Dollar General anymore. Now we are, a 100-carat diamond gem now. And when you have a 100-carat diamond, nobody got access to that because, first of all, the price point going to be so high. They're going to have so much people around it protecting it. You can't just get to that kind of value of a diamond. And that's what FBAs have done. And when you do that, we have started fortifying. And people are upset because they had this dollar store access to us and our culture and who we are, and now they don't. Let's go ahead and play what this sister has to say, and let's build on that.
All you other coaches is lazy. Everything that we come up with, y'all want us to scoot over and share, and now we at a point where we saying, no, I don't have to, and I'm not. Y'all are mad. We reclaiming words that was used against us, and y'all are mad that y'all can't be included. Why can't you just make your own? Make your own, but y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want us to do everything for y'all and then get mad when we tell y'all that y'all don't have access to it because you didn't make it up. Also, too, stop bringing us up in conversations. Well, we're fighting for this, and we're such and such. Y'all talked about Black Lives Matter and how all the athletes and the big name celebrities, they was all black. It was a black cause. Y'all see that we do it, and then you try to make your own version of it as if we can't tell that y'all are making a version of art. Y'all are lazy. Y'all lack work ethic. Y'all lack the creativity to come up with your own and it actually be good. And the crazy part is, black people will give y'all credit if the shit's good. If the hit, we gonna be like, nah, y'all ate with this. Okay, period. But y'all don't come up with that's actually good or high quality. And then have a problem when people are like, yeah, this is all right. I mean, and it's like, culture is meant to be shared. Let's take the word culture out and use another word. Food is meant to be shared. No, it's not. Make your own food. That sound crazy, don't it? You go all out for your birthday. Why you don't go all out for mine? It's your birthday. You should make your birthday however you want it. I'm going to make my birthday however I want it. Y'all are lazy. Also, too, stop trying to compare. There's no comparison at all. And it's actually disrespectful to us for y'all to compare yourselves to us. There's no comparison whatsoever.
All right. She said a lot of points about, but the main thing she said about these other groups are lazy. Because, they're always trying to say, you black people are lazy. You FBAs are lazy. Oh, you lazy, lazy, lazy. Oh, you don't work like us because you lazy. Oh, you don't come over here and get a degree like us because you're lazy. It's always lazy, lazy, lazy. And I always say when somebody call you lazy, look at them. Look at them. If you got time to call somebody else lazy, that means you ain't got nothing going on, first and foremost. Because like me, I really don't have time to pay attention to what another man is doing about if he's lazy or not. I told y'all before, I love lazy people because that's one less person, definitely a man, that I have to compete with. I love a lazy man that's not going to be in my way. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Why am I going to sit up here and feel like my pride is to go tell another group of people that they're lazy? You know what that tells me? My life sucks. I don't really have nothing going on. And the only way I can really feel validated unless I try to go put down black people. And see, the thing is, they don't really work for you other groups because you have no power. You really don't. You've been brought in to undermine FBAs with flooding our areas. You've been put here to be the worker ant, not the CEO. That's just, I'm telling you, white supremacy has a position for you. And your position is low skill labor. That's your position. And then what's happening, why they want to get a lot of y'all out this country is twofold. One, some of you are getting out of your position of low skill labor. And now you kind of getting a little, you're squaring your shoulders back. Now you telling these people things. Now you swinging your foreign flags in their face and telling them, I'm here. You ain't going to do nothing about it, right? It's like, what's that guy, that Mexican OT guy telling them that he can say the N-word and what y'all going to do about it? See, they wasn't talking like that at one point in time. Now they feel bold to talk like that because they got like maybe one or two generation here. So now it's, well, I'm a citizen. You can't do me nothing. And then what was happening with the folks say, oh, really? Oh, you getting uppity? Oh, okay. All right. I got something for that. You want to be uppity. Okay. And that's why they going all in on you, because you trying to get out your position. You think you got some rights to tell them anything. See, as long as you was just being the worker ant and keeping your mouth shut, they were cool with you. Notice that? Even if you're being an anti-black racist, they loved you even more. But now some of you thought that you can start usurping him, and now he wants you out of here. Then a lot of you having too many doggone kids, and he's not. He really wants you out of here. That's why Stephen Miller is obsessed with getting you out of here. You understand? Now, let's get to what this sister's saying about these other groups feel that they can just come into our culture, take from us, and we can't say nothing about it. Now, I'm not the biggest proponent of the N-word. I'm not. I don't like using that word. I feel personally our people died fighting against being called that on a daily basis. So for me personally, to honor my ancestors, I just try not to use that word, even with black people. I rather say brother, I rather say sister. I don't really want to call you that. I just really don't. But that's me. Some black people aren't where I'm at with it. Some black people want to defend that word, fight for that word, say that word all doggone day. I understand. We took the power away from it and the sting away from it, and we turned it into something else. We don't say it like they say it. I get all what you're saying, right? I really do, okay? But within our people group, we can say what we want to say to each other. When you get outside of our people group, we can also dictate what you say to us, just like they have a right to dictate what we or anybody else say to them. So when black people are telling you, okay, this is a boundary, you're not going to be saying no N-word to us like that, and you don't get no pushback or you don't get some backlash. See, some of them are starting to have a problem. And when, with this Mexican OT situation, Sauce Walker come out trying to defend this mess, right? That's something I would never defend. I'm from Texas. I would never defend no other group saying that to black people. Any black person saying that is on some raccooning to me, period. Because they would not allow you to go to their community, no matter what group it is, and say something about them that's considered a slur or whatever. They would never allow that. I don't know why some black people, and I've seen some videos of some people in Texas, I don't know who they were, talking about, oh, well, we grew up with them. We did this and then the third with them, and it's okay. No, it's not okay. And you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Why is I'm seeing some black men, of all people, defending another group of men, saying a word to you listen, they can say that word when we find their hair was used as cushion for furniture. Then they can say that word. They can say that word when they can show us that the folks was making leather out of their skin. Then they can say that word. They can say that word when they can show us that the folks was cooking them and literally eating them. Then they can say that word. Should I continue? They can say that word if they can show me 250 plus years of chattel slavery. And they show me what plantations you were on. Show me. Listen, they would not be speaking Spanish or Mandarin or any other languages they speaking if they was on the plantation, because they'd be speaking nothing but English. What civil war did you fight in for the freedom of America? And also about slavery. Show me that. All the atrocities we've been through, show me that you've been through the same atrocities. Then maybe we can have a conversation about that word. But you haven't been through nothing, at least in a relate. Now, what you been through in your homeland? Maybe you have. I didn't do. We had nothing to do with that. You came over here and said, well, we dealt with some discrimination here. Not to say you didn't. But the fact is, for even coming over here, you literally stepped on our backs to do it. And then if black people telling you don't say that word, and for you Mexican OT, for you saying it, what you gonna do about it? See, the last guy that said that was Fat Joe. Fat Joe said the same thing. Black folks said, hey, Fat Joe, chill out, bruh. Chill out with that. Stop. I'm gonna say it. He made a song about it. He kept saying it over and over and over in the song. He was adamant he gonna keep saying that word when black folks said stop. What happened to Fat Joe, ladies and gentlemen? What happened to Fat Joe? Can everybody tell me what happened to Fat Joe? Him being disrespectful. What happened recently to Fat Joe? Do anybody know? What happened to Fat Joe? Okay. What happened to Fat Joe? What happened to Fat Joe? What happened to Fat Joe? Oh, what happened to Fat Joe? Yeah, Fat Joe, he called FBA broke. Didn't Fat Joe say that? In that interview? He said FBAs were broke. Fat Joe say he gonna say the N-word all he wants, and what you gonna do about it? Fat Joe was saying Latinos and blacks created hip hop 50-50. He was lying. And look at Fat Joe today. Look at Fat Joe today. Now, Fat Joe was being accused of sex trafficking, fraud, and more in a new lawsuit. What he's being accused of. And this is what a dude that he was with him, Terrence T.A. Dixon, who's worked with Fat Joe for over 15 years, from 2005 to 2020 as his hype man, lyricist, background vocalist, security team member, and creative collaborator. So in a complaint, Dixon alleged Cardi Ahena and his associates systemically engage in coercive labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, psychological coercion. As Dixon claims he contributed lyrics, vocals, and creative direction, as saying several of Cartagena's songs, including Congratulations and Ice Cream, without recognition or fair compensation. Okay? So now he said that Fat Joe forced him into a humiliating situation, including sex acts performed under duress and surveillance, and alleged threatened abandonment in foreign countries, job loss, or physical harm if he didn't comply. The lawsuit also claims that Cartagena and his associates allegedly trafficked minors and psychologically groomed them, with Dixon claiming he personally witnessed Cartagena allegedly engage in relations with kids who were 15 and 16 years old. Okay, so this dude won $2 million. All right. So, of course, Fat Joe came out saying that he didn't do anything. This is BS XYZ. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Fat Joe. Let me get what Sherelle says. Remember, everyone, the CIA planted drugs in black communities and covered up, you say 9/11. CIA and FBI are actually Israeli intelligence expected the U.S. domestic attack planned by Israel to be falsely blamed on Iran. Be safe and spread the word. Hey, in America, anything happens, right? But let's get back to Fat Joe. So Fat Joe said the same thing like Mexican OT. I'm going to say it, and y'all can't do nothing about it. Okay. Well, have y'all been noticing everybody that just come out strongly against FBAs? You've been noticing that it's been some consequences, and we haven't done it. We haven't done the thing to them. Y'all been noticing that as of late? We've been gatekeeping our culture, putting up boundaries and everything, and now people are starting to see a maybe it's a godly or ancestral backlash for messing with us. Listen, when black folks say leave us alone, when black folks say stop saying the N-word, when black folks say respect our community, it don't matter what black folks do to themselves. Period. It don't matter. Well, if y'all stop saying it, we'll stop. No. No. Black folks don't have to stop saying anything. That's our culture, our community. We'll deal with that issue in our own community. Has nothing to do with you. Well, black people do this to each other. I don't care what black people do. Well, black people don't even like each other. And other groups don't like each other either. You can find that in every community that people don't like each other. You can find in every community people are committing crime against each other. That does not justify you saying words that we disagree with. It doesn't justify you trying to gentrify our culture. Because if you tell them something, hey, man, that's our culture right there. Like, chill out with that. Go do you. Well, You can't just sit up here and tell people they can't wear a style, they can't do this, they can't do that. Like that sister said, y'all are lazy. Y'all culturally lazy. Let me use that term. Culturally lazy. Why do you want to pick apart another culture of people instead of creating your own? Cultural laziness is one of the most horrible things I ever seen. And with that sister was so spot on when she said lazy, but it's a term, it's culturally lazy. And most of these people, they have their own languages, their own music, their own style of clothes, they have their own countries, they have their own flag, they have their own food. And notice those aren't good enough when they come around FBA. They aren't good enough. You see, I've seen some of these dudes in LA complaining, yeah, well, the blacks, they keep us out of hip hop. Why are you worried about hip hop? You have your own music. It's called Tejano. Get out there and be the best Tejano artist out there. Why do you want to be in hip hop when you got Tejano? Like, you see, like Selena. People like Selena. I like Selena. You know why? Selena was doing Tejano music. It was good music. Selena didn't come out here talking about, I want to be R&B. I want to be Whitney Houston. No, now she probably looked up to him, but Selena did Tejano. And Selena is a legend in Texas and all over the world. Why can't you go do some Tejano music, be true to your culture, and rock that out? Why you want to come over here with us and get mad talking about we gatekeeping? It's our culture. You want to do some salsa, some merengue, bachata, do that and be the best at it. What is wrong with your culture? I don't get it. Nothing is wrong with your culture. I think your culture is cool. But then when you come into the culture, you want to act like a colonizer, trying to tell us what we should be doing. What's that dude in California? What's his name? Y'all know that rapper's name. It's talking about, we don't sign the blacks. Okay, so you want to do our music, because hip hop is our music, but you don't want to sign the blacks. But then you want to complain that blacks don't let you in. Well, when you come in with some anti-black racism, say you don't sign the blacks, that'd be like me trying to go do Tejano music and say, I don't sign the Mexicans. I'm only going to sign with blacks. Like, well, black people don't got the plug on Tejano music. It's the Mexicans. So why wouldn't I sign to a Mexican if I want to get in? It's not like, yeah, I'm telling y'all, these other groups, they don't like their culture. It's like when they come around us, they feel like their culture is like the small at that point. You got your own style of clothes. Rock them clothes. Why are you coming over here trying to dress like us? You have your own clothes. It's all of them. Even in the diaspora. Some of y'all come over here and talk about we don't have a culture, but yet you dressing like us. And y'all got your own clothes too. Your own food, your own languages, your own flag. Rock your culture. I tell everybody that. That's what makes the world interesting, when you have people being different. I don't want everybody trying to be black. Why? Let black people be black. Let us rock our culture. You do you, rock yours. And hey, man, maybe we can do some cross-pollination at times. It's cool. But we gatekeeping now. And I know a lot of you don't like that. That is very bothersome to you, the gatekeeping. I get it. Trust me, I get why you are upset. Because you think our culture's cool, and you feel like your culture is I guess, in your mind, lame in comparison to ours, because you want attention, because nobody pays attention to you, at least globally. Maybe in your particular group they do, but we talking about global attention. They don't pay attention to you. You quoting Minister Jap down there? You say Minister Jap say y'all play black, we stay black. Shout out to Minister Jap. Shout out to him. I met Minister Jap. Well, I actually did interview Minister Jap last time I was in Chicago. So shout out to Minister Jap. They want to get mad, and then at the same time they don't like us. All these groups as a collective, not as individuals, but as a collective. You don't like FBA. That's all we saying. Rock your culture. Rock it. Fat Joe is the one who say, well, you know, he come out, somebody was talking about, he was saying that, yeah, it's our turn now in hip hop. You know, the blacks done had it. This and like, wait, Fat Joe. We done had our time. It's our music. Every day is our time. I want to get that in y'all thick skulls who listening. Every day is our time in hip hop. Every day is our time in R&B. Okay? Every day is our time in country music, because we created country music. Every day is our time with rock and roll. We created that. Every day is our time with jazz. We created that. Every day is our time. I can keep going. You can't come into another culture and tell them, well, it's not their time no more, it's another group. Fat Joe need to go do some Puerto Rican music. Go do reggaeton or something. Even though reggaeton is the same beat that they stole from the Jamaican, what's that brother name? The song's called Dimbo. You stole that from the Jamaicans, and didn't even pay the brother that you stole his music, and you're gonna call it reggaeton, and it's the same beat listen, I promise you, Go right now to Spotify, whatever. YouTube Music. Type in just reggaeton. Listen to about 10 reggaeton songs. Don't listen to the words. Just listen to the beat. It's the same beat. And I'm talking about listen to 10 different artists. Don't listen to the same artist. Listen to 10 different artists. It's literally the same beat every song. The same beat. That'll be like in hip hop, every song is the same freaking beat. Different words, but different artists, but same beat. Have y'all really listened to reggaeton? Like listen to it. It's the same beat. Listen, Tejano music isn't like that. It isn't the same beat. Merengue, bachata, salsa, that's not the same beats at all. You know, that's salsa and all that. That stuff is fly to me. Even them Cubans was doing that, you know, I will vote for Donald Trump and all that. That was fly. It was. They doing their own thing. I like that. But our creations are our creations. It's just that simple. We don't want to see a bunch of knockoffs who are anti-black. That's the killing part about it. At least when you're going to do it, appreciate the culture and appreciate the people. Y'all don't even do that. How it'd be like me taking something from Chinese people, but I don't like Chinese. What kind of crap is that? That's weird to me. So I'm taking something from Chinese culture, but I don't like Chinese people. And then if they call my hand and say, hey, bro, well, you shouldn't be messing with our culture. You don't like Chinese people. Well, you can't do nothing about it. So now you arrogant about it when we told you, we know you don't like us. We hear what you're saying. Why are you being a weirdo? What's wrong with your culture? Prime example. Now, I give Eminem this. Eminem, I've never heard nobody say that Eminem, I ain't heard no interview of Eminem saying, yeah, I'm going to say it. And because I'm around 50 and I'm around Dre and I grew up in Detroit and I had D12 and I'm going to say it. I never heard Eminem say that. I ain't heard it. What interview of Eminem come out and say he going to say the N-word and y'all can't do nothing about it? I've never heard him say that. You talking about the K-pop artists too? Yeah. It's a lot. I mean, everybody want to cosplay black people. It's amazing. Now, if you appreciating the culture and man, you love black people, then I'm cool with you. But if you out here talking about you taking from our culture and then talking about you gonna say whatever you want to say in the culture that you imitate and telling you, nah, it's not cool. The culture can ruin you like this. Fat Joe, he put out that album, his album. His album flopped harder than a fish out of water. It flopped. Why? Because when the culture say you done, you done. Fat Joe not gonna be able to do nothing else. He gonna have to go to his community and rap over there. Yeah, this isn't. Listen, y'all had a good run with the civil rights generation. Y'all really did. They let y'all get away with the disrespect. They forgave y'all. They say, well, maybe they'll come around. Maybe they'll do this. Maybe they'll do that. I'm going to pray for them. You know, we still want to work with people as minorities. We did. Listen, y'all did a lot of disrespect to the civil rights generation. We are the children of the civil rights generation. And we saying you ain't going to do, and I'm talking this way for a reason, you ain't going to do what you did to my grandparents. We here now. And we clearly seen when you were being disrespectful and getting some grace, you didn't respect it. So now we checking everybody. We are the checking people generation. We checking you from the neck up. No more all this just coming in our culture and being disrespectful. You will be checked. And that go look, every FBA Don't you let nobody disrespect your culture, your heritage, your lineage. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I've traveled to other nations and they don't play that about their culture, their heritage, or their lineage either. They will throw your behind out their country, put you in jail, beat you up, whatever, may even kill you. In some instances, if you go over there being disrespectful to their culture, their nation, you better go in there. That's why they call you a foreigner. They let you know from the gate you are a foreigner. You're not from here. That is a line in the sand right there. You're a foreigner. I mean, the first time I started hearing that word, even in Africa, I said foreigner. Like, yeah, that's weird, but I get it. I get it. I actually get it now. So all these people outside our culture are foreigners. They're foreigners. And when you're a foreigner, you can't just come into somebody's culture. You got to come in on one the right way, and you got to get co-signed. You got to get several passes. And if you do anything wrong, your pass is revoked. And if somebody asks you where your people from, and you get offended by that, you can't come in our culture because that's cultural for us. Hey, man, where your people from? I've been asked that many times. I go places, they be like, well, man, where you from? That's the first thing they ask. Where you from? You ask some of these immigrants that question, man, where you from? Why are you asking me that? Where are you from? What is wrong with that? Oh, man, I'm from Texas. Oh, really? What part? Oh, man, Southeast Texas, Port Arthur in particular. That's where I'm originally born at. Oh, really, man? I know people in Port Arthur. I got some family, you know, and that's how you connect, telling people where you from. That's more so like a connection with us to figure out where we got family, where you from. It's not offensive in our culture. Where your people from? Asking where people from, sometimes it's a protection too. Because let's say if you know that family, and you know that family is no good, like, where they from? Where you from? What's your, hold on. Are you kin to, are you that set of Williams family? You know somebody named Cleophas Williams? Yeah, that's my uncle. Oh, okay. All right, Cleophas your uncle. Oh, you kind of look like him too. Okay, all right. And he was like, what's up with his uncle? Man, that dude steals everything that's not tied down. He steals everything from ink pens, piece of paper. He'll steal your car. He'll steal anything. Man, I don't know about that kid because you know how it is. That stuff running in the family line. I don't want my daughter around him. That's how we always protected our people. Your family precedes you. And if you come from a good family, oh, man, that's some good people over there. Man, yeah, come on in here. I know your family. Now, Lee says, this is what Lee says, I'm sorry to say as many years they have hated us. They are our natural enemy, and they come to take and destroy Black Americans. Well, I mean, we have enemies within and also without. So, don't get so blinded to that. We also got enemies within our own community that we need to handle too. Yeah, it's just we're not allowing disrespect, and people are shocked by this. Even your politicians are shocked by this. Say, wait a minute, how is this going to go in 2026? We can't really come to them like we used to. We can't put Cardi B in their face and they are like, oh my God, Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that no more. We can't put Megan Thee Stallion in their face. It's not working. They're looking at them like a court jester, which they are. And the aura of quote unquote celebrity is not even what it used to be. It's not. I'm like, that's who that is. Okay, you may shake their hand, you may be nice to them, but you don't be like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she was cool though. When I met Miss Pat, the comedian Miss Pat, and it was the crazy part was we was getting on the same plane too, and the only reason I recognized her because I heard her voice. She wasn't made up like she normally made up. And I looked at her, I said, wait a minute. I said, aren't you Miss Pat? He said, yeah. I said, oh, okay. I said, yeah, I watched your show. I said, I think it's really funny. He said, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And that was the end of it with me. I'm like, oh, can I take a picture with you, Miss Pat? Like, what? I I'm not impressed with people. I may like what you do. I may laugh at something. I may enjoy, let's say, whatever you got going on. I'll tell you. But I'm not trying to say, oh, let me take a picture with you and all that, because I understand people may not want to be bothered. They may not. So, yeah, you meet somebody that's a quote-unquote celebrity, say hello to them and or whatever, and tell them you enjoy what they do, and man, you have a good day, or you stay blessed or whatever, and move around. They just people. It is disrespectful to bring celebrities to political events. Like I said, if it's a booty shaking contest, and bring all of the Megan Thee Stallions you want, but when it comes to serious business, and maybe those celebrities in the future or artists in the future be like, the money may be good, but I don't really want the backlash that's going to come with this. Because a lot of them got backlash from this mess with Kamala. Now, if Kamala would have won, it wouldn't have been no issue. But she lost. She lost. And then when they look at why they lost, they say, well, maybe she put all these celebrities out here and people didn't take her serious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the stream tonight. We really appreciate it. Make sure to click the subscribe button. Make sure to click the like button. That's very, very important. The like button is very important. Share with everybody. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. We got our AfroWire AI video with Asserting at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It'll be already connected here. But thank y'all for listening. We'll see you. Hold on. What tomorrow is? Oh, yes. So we'll see you on the next one, because I won't be here Thursday, but I still have some content come up though. But I won't be here on live Thursday. Maybe if I get settled, no, I will not be settled by that time. No. So I have some content for y'all Thursday, but we'll see y'all definitely tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.